So if we do the whole hike, we would be going all the way up to where that little building is. I got the deer looking at me. I can't only go as fast as he wants to go, because what I'm not gonna end up doing is having to carry him.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
On this episode, we are in the Flagstaff area of Arizona, and it is Kendrick Mountain Hiking Trail Day. Well, for me and Maverick anyway. Rob was staying behind to work on the solar this day. And by the way, this was a failed hike. Let's do it.
So while Rob's working on the solar back at the camper, me and Maverick are gonna go exploring. There's a mountain called Kendrick Mountain that might attempt to hike. It's one of the only ones that I've seen are in this area that don't have a sign that say no pets. But on the way there, I saw this really cool, bizarre looking tree. So check this out. Have you ever... Look at this. How does this happen? It looks like it even has like sap on it. Crazy cool looking tree. And so it begins. We are starting our hike. If Maverick will come on. Look how burned it is still. It is just beautiful out here. Look at this. So if we do the whole hike, we would be going all the way up to where that little building is. I think we're probably a mile and a half in at this point, and we are not used to this elevation. And I say we, I mean me and Maverick. He is going a lot slower than I want to. I can't only go as fast as he wants to go, because what I'm not going to end up doing is having to carry him. He all of a sudden found some energy because he saw a chipmunk. But he didn't realize that he got to it way slow because it already ran up this tree. Oh, there's a lot of chipmunks back here. What a cute. This is the first really shaded place. So I figured we'd hang out in here just a little bit, catch our breath a little bit, because this, starting out at like 8,000 feet when we've been at 1,000 feet for, gosh, under 1,000 feet for a year. So yeah, this is a little exhausting with the thin air, but it's beautiful. I think Maverick's done. He just turned around and started walking back this way. He said, nope, I'm done. Tried to do it with him. He ain't having it. I think it's just too high elevation for what we've been at. And he's a little exhausted. All right, we'll go back, buddy. Well, even if you make it about a mile and a half, it's still beautiful. So, I guess we're going back home. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the higher elevation. It could be a mixture of things. It could be the elevation. He's also getting older. But we've also been not doing a whole lot lately because the whole time we were in Phoenix, it was so hot, we couldn't even play ball outside with him, hardly. If you tried to go outside, the concrete would burn his little paws unless you were there, 6:30 in the morning. Or even 10 o'clock at night, it was still over 100 degrees, so it could be a mixture of things. He could be just totally out of shape, or it could be the elevation, but he's not even walking straight anymore, poor little guy. But it's not even that hot, it's like 85, and zero humidity. Well, probably not zero humidity, but very low humidity, so I don't know, I guess he's just getting old. He is 8 now, so probably just gotta slow down with him. Just the sound of the wind in the mountains and through the trees. It's so pretty out here. This is called lamb's ear. It's very soft. I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but in the Civil War, back in those days, I learned this at Williamsburg, Virginia. Lamb's ear, they actually used to use during the Civil War as bandages because you got to use what you can use. And that stuff is soft and it has, I guess, a little bit of an absorbency or they wouldn't have used it, right? But yeah, beautiful day out hiking in Arizona. Now, if you look out here, there's all of these little lamb's ear plants that have started growing. He's a good boy, though. If you're in the Flagstaff area, this is on Kendrick Mountain Trail. Beautiful out here. And I would love to keep going. But Maverick decided he's done. So he literally turned around. Mid-trail, turned around, started going back towards the car. So now we got about only like a mile and a half to get back to the car. But he says nope, and I'm not carrying him. So I guess we walk back without finishing this hike. But you know what? He was a lot younger when we started full-time RVing because we started in 2020. That's already 4-year difference, right? So he's just gotten a lot older. I mean, he was all about it when we first started and he wanted to go on all the hikes. Well, this is the first time we've tried to take him in a while because so many of the national parks and like government land, they don't allow pets. So this one they did. So I was gonna try it. I understand why they let pets come. There is nobody out here. This is probably one of the only trails that I've been on in a long time that there are no vehicles even at the parking spot except ours. But I ain't worried about really anything between Mavman and my friendly little 2A all the way. We're just enjoying the hike. Even though we didn't make it to the top of the mountain, at least we tried, right? So it's really crazy when you come out here in the middle of all of the pine trees, and then every now and then you'll just see a big bunch of just rock, huge rocks, just from nowhere seemingly. Eric is always the protector and he won't let you get in front of him. Like, no trail have we ever done that he wouldn't make himself be in front of you because he's got that rescue in him. But he's done. Poor little guy. We're almost back, buddy. We're almost back. I think this hike is just going to be one of those hikes that if you do not acclimate to the elevation, you're probably not going to be able to do it because I'm already at about 8,000 feet, but we were going to be going up to 10,000. Maverick's like, not doing it. I'm done. But I guess on the bright side, we're back to the Jeep. So if you're wondering, on the way back out of the Kendrick Trail, you have signs for the other trails and such. I got the deer looking at me. Hi, little buddies. Hi, little buddies. Aw. You see him back there? How cool. Oh, there's 4 of them at least. Never mind. Maverick wants to go hunting. Oh, I just opened the door and look what I saw. This is like the biggest grasshopper I've seen in a long, long, long time. Probably since the Everglades, actually. That thing is absolutely the size of my pinky. If not, actually, yeah, it's actually probably about the size of my middle finger. Beautiful. This cooler right here holds 1 liter bottles, so that's how tall they are. It holds them. Now look how big that grasshopper is on there. Yeah, it's big. Oh, this sunset is absolutely stunning tonight. Look at this. This is like picture book. And it's raining. So it's a beautiful sunset, but it's raining.